Certainly, some of us have probably had decisions like this, big decisions, $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 decisions, or career decisions. And we have these big decisions in our lives, and we go to God for guidance, and we think, God, is it your will if I do X? Is it the will of God if I do this? If I change careers, if I buy this house, if I marry this person, is it your will? No doubt when we face those big decisions, those moments can be some of the loneliest moments in our lives, because we alone are left with that decision. Whether it's us as an individual or us as a family, we are often left alone in the decision. And some of those decisions are high-stake decisions. And we wonder, what is God's will in this situation? Would God approve if I bought that house? Would God approve? Now, this question, would God want me to buy that house? What's the answer? Well, the initial answer that I would give is, it depends. It depends. Let's imagine after worship this same person came to me and said, thank you so much for your words today. Oh, yes, thank you. And the person said, we're in the process of adopting 5 kids, and we want a safe place for them to live. And right now our home would not be a safe place, and we need a little bit more room. And in the process of your sermon, I heard God say, it's okay to buy that house. This is a quite different scenario than, hey, we've been struggling about buying this house. We know we're empty nesters. We really just want a bigger house. Versus, I feel God is calling me toward this ministry, and I really think this would help us fulfill the call. Underneath all of this, of course, I would say one dream sounds more like the American dream, while the other dream sounds more like God's dream. And underneath all of this, really, it's about motivation. What is motivating us to seek God's guidance? Are our motives in line with the will of God or the motives of God? Oftentimes, I'll admit, like when I was telling you earlier about praying for different grades, it was really more about my own security and my own comfort and my own desire to be right. And it was less about my desire to do what God wants in the world. Oftentimes we treat prayer as like an ATM. Like, as long as I punch the right numbers in, I can remember the right pin, God's just going to let it all flow, so then I have what I want, right? And that's oftentimes the way that we treat hearing God, so that we can get what we want. And at other times, we want to hear God so that we can forfeit our responsibility in the decisions that we make. Oh, well, God said I could buy this bigger house. I don't have to feel guilty about it anymore. What is the motive underneath our asking